And so qualifier 2 is upon us. I apologize for the wait on this one. I actually had the voiceover done, but then for some reason it didn't register, so then I had to redo it again. So this is actually take 2. But yes, finally, qualifier 2 can begin. 4 returning teams, 1 brand new one. Let's take a look at our lineup. First up, pretentious Pontiacs are, well, a team of all Pontiacs. And some nice variety and some undercutting potential with this team. Followed by that, we have Big Boot. They made it to the finals last season, but surprisingly, they got last. They have 2 new members, including Hammer. Looking very solid this time around. Truculent are awesome, but they took a bit of a break with their back. They got some nice trucks and some with some decent agility. Be interesting to see how they do. Followed by that is Chevy Crusaders. They are also back after a hiatus. They got a nice variety of Chevys on their side this time around. And then finally, we have Yellowhammer once again trying to make it into the main event. They haven't been doing too well these past couple seasons, but maybe this time they'll do better. But 5 teams, 25 cars, only 3 can advance. Let's kick off round 1. Starting us off, it is going to be the Pontiac GTO. Well, the Street Pontiac GTO. It has a little wheelie bar on the back, so it'll be interesting to see if that causes trouble for any cars coming down. Well, that's going to be Big Blue, and they're going to be starting off off-track as usual. Off-track, doesn't escape, but usually off-track survives this no problem. That's going to be Truculent, and they are going to be starting off with the Camino, and the Camino puts the Pontiac over. That's going to be our first elimination of this match, and off-track escapes no problem. The Camino is curbside, so it's definitely vulnerable. Coming down next, it's the Chevy Nova, and the Chevy Nova takes down the Camino. The Chevy Nova was actually on Devastation Wagons last season. They have a new lineup this season, so now it's on Chevy Crusaders. It is locked in. Ooh, and High Rescue Unit puts the Chevy Nova on top of the ramp at the safety area. That it looks like it wants to escape into there, but doesn't. High Rescue Unit is curbside. Whoa, and makes a nice save as the Black Firebird puts the Chevy Nova basically sideways, still on the track, so it could still make the save. The Pontiac is curbside. And Dirty Owl, usually not a very offensive car, takes down the Firebird and almost escapes. Its rear is still kind of on the track, so it could still get clipped by the next car coming down, which is going to be the Ford truck. And the Chevy Nova just lands on top of the 2 Pontiacs and looking pretty safe there. The Ford truck locking it in at the front. Up next, we have, it's the Bel Air, and the Bel Air jostles the Chevy truck, but it stays on track, but now curbside, so it's loose. And coming down next is going to be for Yellowhammer, and the Humvee doesn't do anything, just locks it in, puts the Ford truck further curbside. Yellowhammer, not really a lot of offensive cars, they just have a lot of agility, and we're going to see how that works out. Back around to the Pontiacs, and the Orange Firebird takes down the Humvee. Wow, the Humvee usually a lot more agile, but here it just goes over easy. The Firebird is curbside. And then coming down, whoa, Custom Small Boy takes a shot at the Firebird. The Firebird, using its teammate Dirty Owl, actually it makes the recovery. The Pontiacs needed that. Custom Small Boy, again, the Bel Air curbside. The Ford, whoa, big hit by the Datsun, takes down Custom Small Boy. Very surprising there. And the Bel Air, the Ford truck is now completely perpendicular at the front, but it's staying alive. The Datsun locking it in. Datsun had a big hit there, kind of surprising for a little tiny truck. Oh, and as I say that the Chevy Jalopy takes down the Datsun, puts it basically, and accidentally kind of finishes off its teammate. The Ford truck's still staying alive. Coming down next for Yellowhammer, and it's the Sport just locks it in behind the Bel Air. So far, quite a good amount of elimination so far. Back around to Big Blue, and they're sending down. Oh, actually, wait, no, it was the Pontiac Rageous, and the Pontiac Rageous takes down Spoiler Sport. This car just never seems to do well. And once again, it's going to be big. Whoa, Group C Fancy gets a nice undercut on the Rageous, but the Rageous actually makes a surprising recovery. Did not expect that, but yes, that's going to be another survival for the Pontiacs. Group C is curbside, and the Chevy 1500 shot it, but Group C landing on top of High Rescue Unit. And the Chevy 1500 tries to escape, but gets kind of caught on Custom Small Walk. It's still on the track, still in a dangerous spot. Oh, man, the Monte Carlo with a big hit, though. But look at the recovery by the Chevy 1500. This car is used to making these great saves. And unfortunately, the Chevy Nova at the front falls over. Unfortunately, but a friendly fire there by the Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo also now in a bad spot. But it manages to escape no problem. The ambulance, international ambulance, is slightly curbside now. followed by that. Oh, wow, and the Pontiac Firebird funny car takes down the Hammer. So yet another loss for Yellow Hammer. Wow, they're kind of getting shot up here. The Firebird goes curbside, very vulnerable. And the Hammered Coupe, the infamous, just takes it down, no problem. That's what we've come to expect that from Hammered Coupe. The Bel Air now is poised, could be in trouble. Coming down next is going to be, oh no, the Caballero goes off the back of Hammered Coupe and takes itself down. The Hammered Coupe Slate Cursor, that's going to be another loss for Truculent. Actually, it looks like Custom Smallblock tried to make a save, but I don't think that's quite in. And Chevy Stalker, careful enough to not take out his own teammate. But the Chevy Jalopy, though, is in trouble, not a great position. Final car of the round is going to be the Ferrari, and yeah, that rounds up round one. Quite a few eliminations, but before this round ends, we just want to take a look at Custom Small Block. And no, that doesn't look that looks beyond 45. Unfortunately, the track buffer kind of prevented Custom Small Block from making the save. But yes, that is looking like it is gonna be it for round one. Yep. Yeah, that looks pretty out. So round one is gonna be over. Taking a look at the aftermath. Big Blue did the best. They only lost 1. Chevy Crusaders lost 2. The rest of the field lost 3. Just like last qualifier, round 1 was a bit of a massacre here. More than I believe half of the field was eliminated. But, we're going to go right into round 2. Big Blue doing the best. They only lost 1, and as usual, they're going to start off with off-track, goes curbside, but usually off-track, this is just usual off-track shenanigans. This time it is starting off for the Chevy Crusaders. It's going to be the Jalopy. Whoa, and off track as makes a usual great save. The Chevy Jalopy locks it in at the front. Up next is Yellow Hammer High Rescue Unit, who just locks it in, does not try to escape, just stays locked in on the track. But I doubt it's going to stay locked in when it's high front. It's probably going to get a curb stomp. And it does, but it makes a nice flip over to a recovery. The Chevy 1500 is curbside now. Up next is going to be, the Pontiac. And the Pontiac takes a shot at the Chevy 100, but once again, it makes another great save. The Pontiac tried to escape, but is in a bad spot. That is not a spot you want to be in. And up next for Big Blue. Dirty Yellow. Once again, Dirty Yellow showing some offense in this match. Takes down the Pontiac. That's going to lead the pretentious Pontiacs down to 1. Dirty Yellow, still sort of on track, but it makes an escape, no problem. And the Chevy Stalker tries to escape, but does not. Its rear is still stuck on the track. That is not a position you want to be in. And the Ferrari just sends the Chevy Stalker aside, and it escapes. The Ferrari, once again, tried to make the escape, but it's still stuck in a bad spot. No, and unfortunately, a belly fall out there for Truculent. The Ford truck bounces off the Chevy, puts it curbside, but then takes itself out. The Ferrari's still hanging on there. The other Chevy Bel Air is heavily curbside. And the Pontiac Rage takes full advantage of double takedown there. Takes down the Ferrari, takes down the Bel Air, but it in itself is now in a terrible spot. Not a spot you want to be in. And Group C Fantasy takes it down, no problem. And this is actually really bad for the Pontiacs. Right now, both the remaining cars are out. If the items don't make some kind of miracle recovery, they're going to be out of this match. And Monte Carlo bounces all the way back. Stays on the track, but with the final car, the round hammered coupe, that could potentially be very dangerous. But no, it survives, no problem. So that's going to round up round 2. Let's take a look at the aftermath. 5 cars were eliminated, and we lose our first team. Potential Pontiacs lost both of their remaining Pontiacs. Truculent and Yellow Hammer fall down to 1. Chevy Crusaders fall down to 2. Big Blue still stays steady at 4 as we go into round 3. Right now, they are just walking away with this match, no problem. Round 3, as usual, off-track is going to be starting us off. Off-track goes perpendicular, but again, we know off-track loves to do this type of stuff because it usually escapes no problem. It does it once again. Chevy Stalker also in similar position like last round, but last round it made an escape no problem. Up next is going to be, I believe, the Chevy 1500, and it doesn't. The Chevy 1500, doesn't actually hit the Chevy Stalker, just locks it in at the front, pushes the buffer aside. Up next is going to be a High Rescue Unit, and High Rescue Unit puts itself and the Chevy 1500 in bad spots, could easily be taken advantage of. Especially with Big Blue up next. I don't know who Big Blue are going to send down. They're going to send Hammer Coupe, and Hammer Coupe does not take down anybody, just locks in at the front. Chevy 1500 fully escapes to High Rescue Unit. Not in a great spot, but it is still alive for the moment. And as I say that, look at that, big hit by the Monte Carlo, and High Rescue Unit goes down. Hammer Coupe curbside, and right now this match could be over unless High Rescue Unit makes a recovery. We have our 3 teams, and Group C Fantasy doesn't do anything for High Rescue Unit, just pushes the Monte Carlo aside. Final card of the round is going to be, oh wow, final card of the round, Dirty Owl takes a bit of friendly fire there with Group C, but that's it. High Rush Unit is out, which means Yellow Hammer is out, and we have our 3 teams. That's going to mark the end of this qualifier after 3 rounds. Here are your winners advancing on to the main event. Big Blue, Chevy Crusaders, and Truculent. They each earned their spots in the main event. Big Blue easily with the most amount of points. They're going to get the bonus action, which is always great to have. Big Blue definitely dominating this match. Truculent hung on with their Miracle Chevy, and Chevy Crusaders still with some decent fighting power. It'll be interesting to see how all these teams do in the main event. But yes, that is going to wrap up qualifier 3. Thank you and goodbye.